From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good morning. Hope you had a nice weekend so far. Kicking off this first weekend of October, it's been very hot out there. It felt more like June than October. And in fact, today continues that trend. Upwards a few degrees, by the way. Here in the valley, we're probably going to see some triple digits, probably down there from Red Bluff to Chico, but can't rule that out from Lakehead to Redding, too. Siskiyou and Modoc County will be in the upper 80s. Eastern Mountains to Plumas County, we'll call it about 87 to 88. Some of us, though, might be hitting there right around 90, though. Rest of us will be there kind of in the 80s, right? But yeah, here's what I was talking about, by the way. Southern portions of the valley probably going to be the hottest of the week now as we head over the next few days. Yeah, the trend is downward. So we do have good news in this aspect as we get closer and closer to this system moving into the North State, bringing those temperatures down, right? That's why we have that roller coaster still going, right? I definitely kind of won off this ride, but I wish it would just settle down into a cooler pattern, right? We're in October, for Pete's sake. We need that cooler air, and don't worry, it's coming in, right? We're pushing south and east with it. Right there on the precipice, we have high pressure, but you know what? I think we'll be just right there on the edge. And I think some of it will be colder air, some of it will be hotter air. Kind of moderates, honestly, but that high pressure kind of pushes it out of here before it can really take hold. And we might warm up back in the extended term, but for a few good days there, we're a good 10, 15 degrees cooler than we are right now. So we do see those temperatures returning back to the 80s, maybe even back to the 70s widespread across the area. We have that holding for a few days. And by the way, that actually has some moisture too, so we might see some cloud cover, maybe even some sprinkles across the area as we head through Thursday, as we head through Friday. In fact, we can see this here on the 7-day outlook. Even along the coast, you can see we're getting in on that trend downwards with those temperatures in the lower 60s. Head a little further inland though, and you pretty much draw a line right through the middle half of the week here this weekend and Monday and Tuesday. Looking pretty good with 90s and upper 80s, but check out those lower 80s and a chance of a few sprinkles as we head towards the end of the week at times across the area. Really western Siskiyou County and Siskiyou County east towards Modoc County, towards the eastern mountains. That's the best area of the possibility of a few sprinkles, but not a lot of us will see that. They won't be a lot. And honestly, I think the main story is that cool down that we'll be seeing, right? It's going to be temporary, but still, we have a good few days of upper 70s, lower 80s, if that. So it's definitely a welcome change. And of course, clouds continuing to build, although for the first half of the week and the rest of this weekend, we're still going to be above average for those temperatures. Redding here, microclimate of the valley, typically very dry, so we're probably not going to see any of those showers filter in because to begin with, even those of us who will see them won't see a lot. It's not going to be anything major or even worth planning your day around at this point. But still, look at that trend. We're going from upper 90s and maybe 100, 101 for the next couple of days, down to the lower 80s in that same time frame. So that's that cool down, which will probably kind of be replaced by another high pressure system and more warmth past it towards next weekend. But you know what? We'll take what we can get, even if it's a temporary cool down. It's better than nothing. Thanks for joining me here for this forecast update. Of course, I'll be back with you this afternoon for more fresh from the Weather NorCal Command Center, and I'll speak to you then.